In case you wonder, Luang Prabang is the UNESCO World Heritage Town located in the north of Laos. This tiny former ancient capital is home to many Buddhist temples, surrounded by mountains and rivers like Mekong and Nam Khan River. Right in the center of the city, there's a mountain called Pussy Mountain where you can walk up to the top and get the spectacular view of Luang Prabang from above. It's best to do either sunrise or sunset. And as you can see on the map here, Luang Prabang itself is not very big. I mean, the old town area where all guest houses, hotels, tour company, and basically place where tourists hang out is not that big. So you can either just cycle around or just take a walk around to see all this sightseeing in the city. Mainly sightseeing in town is more like temples and museums. Just take a walk along the Nam Khan or Mekong River is one of the best that you should do when you come to Luang Prabang. Alright, since today's video is about sightseeing and how much it costs, how to get there, so we're gonna have a look at both inside and outside of town. So let's start from inside of town first. So number one that I would recommend that you should not miss is, of course, this 16th century old temple called Wat Sieng Tong, located in the old town area. Actually, it's right at the end of the peninsula. This temple is opened from 6 a.m. until 6 p.m. and the entrance fee is 20,000 kip, which is about $1.10. And if you stay in Old Town area, it takes about 5 or 10 minutes walk. And things that you cannot miss on your way to Wat Sieng Tong is, of course, all these beautiful old temples along the way, and the colonial buildings, these old architects on the way. So yeah. And number two is the Luang Prabang National Museum, or the former Royal Palace. This one opened from 8 until 4 p.m. with 1 hour break in between from 12:30 to 1:30, and the entrance fee is 30,000 kip. This museum is famous for Prabang Hall, which is a place where they kept this sacred Buddha Prabang. Luang Prabang got its name from this sacred Buddha actually, and inside the museum you'll get to see all these old antique items that belong to former monarchy during the rule of the kings and queens of Laos. So yeah. And number three, like I said, Pussy Mountain, which is where you can walk out there to the top where you can get to see spectacular view of Luang Prabang. In my opinion, I would recommend doing the sunset view. It's more spectacular. You can do sunrise as well. And it opened from 8 until 6 p.m. So let's say if you do the sunrise view, you will not get charged because you should be there around 6 a.m. and until then they're not yet open. So you can just sneak up there, and they won't charge you if you go up early, but you have to come down before 8 a.m. though. Otherwise they will ask for your ticket. But again, in my opinion, it's better to do sunset because it's more beautiful. Alright, next we're gonna move to this number 4 is Wat Visun. Wat Visun is the oldest temple in Luang Prabang and is well known or famous for this unusual pagoda shape. Sometimes is also known as watermelon pagoda because the shape on top of the pagoda looks like watermelons. And again, the entrance fee is 20,000 kip or $1.10. I mean, there are many places to see inside of town. I mean, mainly temples though, and of course other things that you can do is just walk along the Mekong River and Nam Khan. And of course in the evening you can enjoy the night market as well, and try some street food just next to the night market. And you can also take the ferry across to the other side of the Mekong River and walk along this village called Singman, and then you can walk up to the top of the temple on the hill, and then you can get to see spectacular view of Luang Prabang from the other side as well. So yeah. Alright, those are the sightseeing inside of Luang Prabang. Now let's move to the ones that are outside of Luang Prabang. Number one, of course, that I recommend is Kuang Si Waterfall, which is number one that everyone comes to Luang Prabang have to visit. This one is located 29 kilometers away, and the best way to get there is by motorbike, and the fare for the motorbike I think now is 150,000 kip or about $8 for one day. and it should take about 1 hour 20 minutes, you know, from Luang Prabang to the waterfall. The entrance fee is 25,000 kip. That includes the shuttle bus from the parking lot to the waterfall and back. So yeah, and my recommendation is go as early as possible. Let's say you can show up there at maybe 9:30 or 10, otherwise it'll be super crowded because it's so famous and everyone wants to see it. So yeah, that's number one. And number two is again the waterfall, but different one. This one is called Tatsea Waterfall. It's 15 kilometers away from Luang Prabang. Again, to get there, motorbike seems to be the best option. When you get to the parking lot, you will take the boat from there down to the waterfall, and the boat is 15,000 kip or 20,000 kip, I'm not quite sure. Round trip for the boat, and the entrance fee to the waterfall is again 20,000 kip or $1.10. So yeah, it is very beautiful. I would recommend to check this out. And number three is Pagu Cave, or known as Buddha Cave. So there are two options to get there, either by boat or by car or by motorbike. In my opinion, I would recommend taking a motorbike there. Is another 25 kilometers away. And the good thing is that if you go to the cave, you can also stop at this village called Ban Shanghai, or whiskey village, where you can see local people make Lao whiskey, rice whiskey, and you can take a walk around the village where they also do the weaving, and there are many souvenir stores that you can try whiskey or get some gift for your friends and family back home, and then you can continue on to the cave. So to get to the cave, you go by motorbike. You have to take the boat across the Mekong River to the other side, because the cave is on the other side of the river, and the fare is 10,000 kip for the boat round trip, and then the entrance fee to the cave is 20,000 kip for foreigner. So yeah, those are the three sightseeing outside of Luang Prabang that I recommend. There's one place that I really like. It is called Nam Dong Park. It's 15 kilometers away from here. Nam Dong Park is not touristy. Less people know about it. I've been there twice and I love it. The park has a skywalk and some little waterfall, and you can walk to see the viewpoint, and just sit there, enjoy the tiny waterfall and see the some nice view. Just walk around. And about 5 kilometers away from the park, there is a lodge called Hillside Lodge, where I love it the most. It's in the middle of nowhere. They have nice pool. You can go there and pay 20,000 kip to use the pool, or if you order food or drink, the pool is free. If you're not in-house guest, of course, less touristy as well, and you'll feel like you're completely inside of nature and some peacefulness. So yeah. Anyway, the entrance fee to Nam Dong Park is 20,000 kip. Again, is $1.10, and the parking is free. They also serve meal in there, so you can just order meals or go to Hillside Lodge, like I said. Just use the pool or have meal there. Anyway, I really hope that this helps you if you have planned to come to Luang Prabang. I hope that you have some idea, what to see and what to prepare. And if you like my video, please consider subscribe. That would mean a lot to me. Thank you. Bye bye.